I don't use the word epic very often. I do reserve that adjective and title for select trips, and I think this one's deserving of the title epic. This is epic in every sense of the word. Staging the shot. I don't know how to start this video. I'm so excited. I'm back in Capitol Reef. That's nothing new. I've got Devin from Backcountry Exposure with me. That is new. And we're doing a route that few people know about. It's a route called Beehive Traverse. It's mostly off trail, traversing the heart of the Waterpocket fold here in Capitol Reef National Park. It's a geological uprising in the Earth's crust with some just amazing formations, and we're going to be in the thick of it. We're in Grand Wash. This is going to be a very little bit of the trail sections that we'll be doing. Is just starting out at the Grand Wash Trailhead. Behind us we just left, so I am just giddy and excited to be doing this. It's been a few years I've had this on my to-do list, and yeah, so just already speechless, and I'm not even like in the middle of all the scenery yet. So buckle up, here we go. We're exiting Grand Wash now. We've probably come up a good 50 feet or so at least, and about 50 more to gain a bench back up here, but it's time to get real. A shot at Cassidy Arch out across the way there. And check out this view. Wow. We've just overcome the first minor obstacle to get up here. And I gotta traverse across a nice little ridge here. Drops off considerably on both sides.
Incredible.
Devin's scared. He doesn't want to go any further. Alright, we are trying to get up here. And down where this amazing view is, that's where we came, way down there. Woo! That is amazing. Wow. Wow. Woo! You get up here for this view, man.
That's incredible. Wow.
Just came down from there. There's that little the Razorback Ridge we followed, and followed this little ledge all the way over, and let's see, where is it? There it is. Followed that ledge all the way down there, zigzagged our way up to this point. Now we're climbing up from down there, and there goes Devin hitting the high point of this thing. So majestic up here. Yeah! This, I don't use the word epic very often, but this is already epic. I just paused for a brief break to get ourselves a little sugar high for this push-up little saddle we got to get over. A little amphitheater we're passing through here. Devin up ahead. So, all right, made it up to the saddle from down there. Got Fern's Nipple way back there. Probably the only landmark visible from here with a name until tomorrow. And I'm gonna drop down the other side of the saddle into a canyon unofficially named Redman Canyon. Just checking out how much texture there is and how many little crevices there are in the landscape over here. Just keeps changing. The textures are always changing up here. We made it down what should be the biggest obstacle of the trip, in the sense that we did not know the precise line to skirt around this pour off here. We had to cut across that slick rock there with all the grooves in it, and halfway across it my legs started spasming, and Devin here was my hero and the saintly hero tonight. He came back and grabbed my pack and carried it across the worst of it the rest of the way, and then finally made it over to this steep gully over here, which is behind this big ponderosa here, and just descended down the gully. Wasn't too bad, and now we're back into flat wash. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flat wash. We are making our way up and over the final little climb for the day.
Man, the Henrys are so cool.
Well, we made it to camp. It's not our intended camp. And of course the camera's dropping focus here. But which tells you that it's low light right now. The camera's trying here. So we're just setting up camp here and get dinner going. Probably just get in our bed, and gets dark early this time of year, about 7 o'clock now, so it'll be time to watch a movie and still get a good night's sleep and wake up with the sun. Here's a look around camp. Sorry it's grainy. As said, it's getting dark. Got the moon above us. Just dishing out dinner here. Trying something new on this trip. Breaking away from Mountain House for the moment and doing this peak refuel. It's actually a company based out of American Fork, where I graduated high school. Go Cavemen. And yeah, I've already tasted it and it's really good. It's this sweet pork and rice I've mixed in with some veggies I brought, some mixed greens here, and tortilla. And got a couple more of those to make here as soon as this one's done. So I am gonna enjoy this. And I got some hot cider in the jet boil there. Well, all nestled up in the tent now. Calling it a night. Just gonna bundle up to a movie here and get a good sleep after. So. Just woke up. Meant to wake up a little earlier and like catch the sunrise, but yeah, I only slept for like 4 hours the last 2 nights in a row, so I was super tired yesterday and slept good. So there's Devin. How was your night?
Oh, it was actually quite enjoyable. Slept good. Sleeping bag was nice and toasty, and yeah, it's a comfy night. Beautiful place. Hard to complain about that.
And you got a new thermometer. How low did it say it got last night?
It said it got down to 7 degrees, but I'm calling BS on that.
Yeah, it's bluffing, huh? All right.
It's 50 right now. 50 degrees right now.
All right.
That's a big temperature change.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about 7 degrees, but it got cold enough to frost my pack here. We are packed up and heading out from camp now. It's about 10 o'clock now and an hour later than I wanted to get out of here, but that's okay. On with day 2. Here we go. Gotta check out this view of the Henry Mountains ahead of us. It was the last mountain range surveyed in the contiguous 48 states here, and you know, we're in the middle of October, and a week or 2 ago they had a bunch of storms come through and dumped some snow out there. We're just gonna work our way down to the bottom of this little canyon here. We just came back up from that way. Our camp was kind of up on the corner edge up there. Made it to the bottom. Alright, let's get a little bit of a climb here to get up and over to where we wanted to camp last night. Well, we landed in the place we were going to camp last night, had we had a little bit more daylight left. Lots of water sources down here, which is awesome. And so we just took a little break, topped off a little bit of water, moving on now. Wow. All right, that's a view. Woo! That goes deep fast.
Wow.
we're at kind of a horseshoe bend on the ridge here, and got another spectacular, breathtaking, amazing view that few people ever get to lay their eyes on. And we're gonna enjoy some lunch and a nice good rest here before we start descending down the other ridge out of here. This is where we are having lunch. Alright, it's just after 1 o'clock. Lunch is done, and making our way down through this other ridge line here, and yeah, find our way down across here. I don't know if we need to go a little lower first, probably. I made it down to this little ridge, Razorback Ridge here. Gotta step across that and then somehow, I think, climb up to the top there somewhere, and we're just enjoying another view here. It's incredibly amazing up here. Well, the title of Run Back lives on. We just broke for a bit of water and for a bit of a rest, and patched up a hot spot. It was actually a small little blister on the arch of my foot, of all places, and treated that, and so started walking away from there, and realized I had left my hiking pole that is holding the GoPro right now, and fortunately this time, it only took me a couple hundred feet to realize it, so not bad at all running back to retrieve it. Of course, this time I did not do any running, so it was a walk back will. So we successfully made it down off that ridge we were on, and into a wash, and then into another wash here. And this is the wash that has the last major obstacle of the trip, which is where it slots into a wader, meaning there's always water there to at least wade through, and depending on conditions, it can be shin high, knee high, waist high, or what may turn out to be the case for us, a chest high wader. Really hope it's nothing more than that. So this goes to show how infrequently traveled this route is. To get into these washes, there's no signs of human footprint.
Poor one, Aaron Ralston.
Yeah. All right, so Devin says it's a no-go further up ahead. No. We're gonna go back and take a little ramp up to a ledge up above, up there somewhere, and bypass it that way. All right, so made it up to the ledge up here. It's gonna allow us to bypass a tight slot down there. We just came off the ledge up there, descended that chute, all that rock slide all the way down. Well, here's a wader before the wader. Gonna test out the coldness. That's pretty dang cold. Woo! Pretty deep on that side. Woo! That might not be a good sign for the wader though. Oh, that's icy cold. Does it look like death? Well, here we are at the wader, and it's kind of looking sketchy in there. I'm gonna find out for sure. Here in a minute. There's a little chalk stone just back there. We gotta lift packs up and over and climb out over, chimney out of somehow. Does it get deeper yet?
It's staying pretty consistent.
Okay, that's good news. It's looking good. I gotta think that's the deepest spot.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. Yep, worth the waste.
Can you get up and out of there is the question now. You're right about at the chalk stone, aren't you?
Yep.
Does it step up?
It's starting to, it's just tight.
Yeah.
But, yep, we can do this. Yep, it's gonna work. Woo! Yeah!
We made it through the wader here. It only got about waist deep on us. We made it over these, or through these two chalk stones, just came up through the middle there. Passed off the packs. Now we had this surprise. We thought we were through it all.
It's probably,
and this is
mid-chest.
Probably a chest high deeper or worse with the soft sand down at the bottom.
I didn't hit the bottom of the with the trekking pole.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah. So yeah, the trekking pole didn't bottom out. So.
All right. Hand me your
So we're making it work. Woo! Okay. Well, Devin's done. Oh, here's a pole. All right, stem across this thing. There's a step. All right, man.
Worth it!
Here's a classic example of what gives this area its name, the Waterpocket Fold. You get into these sandstone basins here, and you just get all these little pockets of water. And so we're just taking advantage of it right now. We're gonna top off the water because we're expecting another dry camp, which is just gonna be up a chute up here. There's a little pass up here that's been unofficially named Rabbit Ear Pass. All right, so we've arrived at what we think is this Rabbit Ears Pass. I'm gonna make it work. So there's Devin going up. We'll get up this thing, and then just over the notch there, we'll have our view of Blow Sand Canyon or Blow Sand Flat, and that's where we're gonna call home for the night. Woo! Yeah! Glorious! That's beautiful. Just dropped down off the pass there. A lot less of a descent than it was an ascent up to it. There's Golden Throne right there in the middle. Arrived at a spot that we're content to call home for the night.
It's all right, I guess.
It's all right, yeah. Not too bad. Just a little bit of a view out that way, and just a little bit of a view way down there. Devin clearing out a spot for his tent right here in the little flat sand flat here. Well, we've got our tents up now and gonna get set up for dinner here in a minute. Man, this is gonna be an awesome sight. I've got me a chicken teriyaki chicken meal here. Just eating out of my Fossil's ball with a freezer bag. Did a freezer bag cook tonight. There's Devin hanging out in the vestibule. His Pariah Outdoor Products Bryce 1. And there's the golden throne in the distance there. In the middle. Nice little silhouette there. Oh, that is a sweet picture. Well, good morning. It's just after 8 o'clock here on day 3 of our 4-day adventure here in Capitol Reef National Park. It's Saturday, October 20th, and I woke up to about 40 degrees now. It's starting to rise. Now the sun's out and rising as well, and just couldn't get any more beautiful up here. Well, all packed up and hauling out of here now. Saying farewell to blow sand now. We're up and out of here. Yeah. Get a view though, right here. Oh baby. Yeah. All right, here's our only obstacle, major obstacle for the day, called the butt crack. Looks a lot worse from up here than it does from down low, because once we get down there, it's all familiar territory for me. Gets a little wet down there too, doesn't it?
Okay, we're gonna do this.
All right, Devin's going down the butt crack. Could make all sorts of jokes here, but we won't. We'll keep it kid-friendly and mature. Won't bring out our 6th grade minds. Oh, you got it, man. Woo!
Success! You might try to sink yourself in a little bit more. There you go.
Going good. Yeah! Alright, we just made it out of the bottom of the butt crack. And everything from here on out is familiar territory to me. This last spring I hiked up further down this canyon with my wife. She pulled over to feed our baby girl while I scouted out up ahead here, you know, knowing I was destined to do this route at some point and wanted to just scout up through this area. So I hiked up to the bottom of that butt crack, and yeah, so now it's gonna be fun just showing off everything to Devin the rest of the way here, because every step we take from here on out is just retracing footsteps I've already taken. Pausing for a view of the Henry Mountains through the canyon here that we are descending down. That's amazing. It's coming over out of there, bypassing above this pour off. It's kind of tucked in out of view. Right here is quite a drop, but just following a little ledge and then down across the rock slide, and we'll hit that little slick rock bench right there and take that out and down to Capitol Gorge. Well, we're down on the slick rock bench we were aiming for after coming over the top and across that thing, and through all that rock slide there, traversing across it. It's not as bad as it looks from this side of it, but still gets the heart rate going a bit. But how was it, Devin?
Well, at first I was like, piece of cake, but then looking back at it, I was like, a little bit more exposed than. I'm glad you didn't tell me it was.
Yeah.
That it looked like that. It's not as bad as it really looks, though.
Yep.
There's plenty of room for error, but I don't want error.
So that officially wraps up all of the major obstacles of the trip here between the butt crack and that pour off coming over. There really isn't any more exposure to mess with on this trip. There's just no shortage of views. The views never run out. Well, made it down through the rest of the rock slide and the sandstone slick rock ledge there, and so we're just hanging out above the upper edge of the tanks here, and just breaking for lunch. Full tummies now. We are making our way through the tanks up here, popular spot for families to hike to, and so a lot of people to meet and greet here.
Guys, please take care.
Well, I made it down from the tanks. We are officially in Capitol Gorge now, walking down the wash, and social hour is over. We're now escaping the crowds once more and getting back into some solitary environment here. So all these holes in the rock makes it look like Swiss cheese has a name or a term to identify that geological phenomena, and I can't remember it right off the hand. To look that up when we get back. looking up at the wall next to us on our way through Kepler Gorge here. Devin just noticed what looked like some graffiti at first, and it actually is a little bit of a graffiti, but next to it is some petroglyphs. So I'm gonna hike up a little bit and go check them out here. Here we are, just checking out this petroglyph panel up here. Of course, a little bit of a graffiti mark up there that we saw from down in the wash that drew our attention up here. Another little panel. Really cool figure there. This is just cool, looking up high up this cliff here, and just the nature's art. All these little streaks going down the rock here. Just a very organic looking pattern. Alright, we just left the park boundary. Yeah, a whole new world out here. But we won't be out of the park for long. So, here's an old relic on the side trail. If you've seen my video from last year, when I came around this way in the opposite direction, this will look familiar to you guys. For those of you new, it's an old relic of a car, and it says scenic attraction, now entering Capitol Reef National Monument. After being out of the park for a good 5 minutes, maybe a bit more, we are back at the boundary to get back into the park. And Devin here has already jumped the fence. I think I am gonna go for the army crawl. Got it. Stopped for another little rest. We're about halfway up to where some big views open up the other way, but in the meantime we're enjoying the views out to the east of us. There's the Henry Mountains out there again. Okay, we just took a break down in this little wash here. We're exiting out a fork in it, and there should be a little sandstone, or sandy slope up here that we can gain a ridge, and we're going to be checking out some spectacular views again. Alright, we just crested up on the ridge here that we're going to take back to camp, but we're stopping for this amazing view. I remember seeing this last time, my first time down through here, and was just blown away. Not anticipating it my first time. I was definitely anticipating it this time. And there's a golden throne straight out there. That's we had camped on the right hand side just below it. We had circumnavigated and made our way through all that terrain down there, and Capitol Gorge I think runs down through there. That's came out and came up through here, and turn back around here. We're gonna head up into a sandstone basin up in there and call that home for the night. Just another view, almost to camp. So we're gonna be looking for camp up in there. And just breathtaking in every sense of the word. Out of breath coming up the hill, and out of breath looking at this site. All right, we've arrived in our camping zone. We got water galore up in the pockets and potholes all throughout here. We got choices to make. We gotta just pick what kind of view we want. Alright, so we just popped out to a view here. Got the Henry Mountains out in the distance there. Always visible from up here. This really cool checkerboard rock face there. And if you've seen Rock the Park, the Capitol Reef episode of where Jack and Colton do a night of backpacking in this park. This is this route we're doing as of this afternoon and tonight. Tomorrow morning is the route that they did, and they woke up to this view because I think they cowboy camped up in these little up along this little ridge here behind me. So we're gonna make our way on down and either camp down in there or move up onto just past another saddle up there and camp in a flat over there. Alright, we've arrived at the point we're satisfied with. We're gonna get set up here, and it's our earliest arrival to camp of the trip. Got here about 5 o'clock, went up there, found some water, filled up our water bags, and now we're gonna get our tent set up and have some dinner and get on with the night. Another beautiful place though. So lucky to be up here. So look around before our tents are up. Sun going down behind us. It's got a nice view across the way there. Well, we're all set up here at camp, our final night, final camp here, day 3, going into day 4 tomorrow. Just having dinner now. Got Mountain House turkey dinner tonight, so looking forward to that. Should be about done here in a minute. And yet again, we've got quite a view from here. Just Devin in his tent. And there's our view, our dinner time view, the moon out there. Alright, well, it's just after 7 o'clock and it's all dark out. With the early night in camp, we settled into our tents. Anyhow, it's our final night, and it's always a bittersweet time thinking about going back into civilization, leaving this beautiful backcountry behind, but can't wait to get back to my family and kids. It's always how I feel these multi-night trips. Is love being out here, love having a great time with Devin. Also really look forward to getting back home to the family. And fun day tomorrow though, lots of cool stuff to still see on our way out of here. And it's just been an amazing trip. I don't use the word epic very often. I do reserve that adjective and title for select trips, and I think this one's deserving of the title epic. It was epic in every sense of the word. It was by far the most rugged and strenuous hike I've ever done with backpack. By far the most obstacles, about everything that you can think of that doesn't require technical gear like ropes and harnesses and stuff. So it's about all that you can handle without that kind of gear. We've seen it. So yeah, grateful to have made it all the way this far without any incident, no injuries. Yeah, we'll check in maybe a little bit later, but probably not till the morning. So I'm going to say farewell and good night for the night. Well, good morning. It is officially day 4, the final day of the trip. which makes it Sunday, October 21st, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, slept pretty good. Started watching a couple Netflix downloads last night and fell asleep. And now we're awake and it's about 7:45 in the morning and just enjoying a show. Well, we're on our way out of camp now, 9 o'clock, right on schedule. And well, here's an interesting thing Devin just found. Looks like a giant ant hill. We're trying to figure out how that rock came to be in the middle of it. Guys, here's the view from the rim we just climbed up. Devin was pointing out a nice little pad to camp there. Keep that in mind for the future. Beautiful view down into Pleasant Creek Canyon down in there. You got Boulder Mountain way out here with some snow on it. And looking back northward across the Waterpocket fold here. And when you look eastward, and man, you can see a lot from out here. Pretty sure there's Factory Butte way out in the distance. And all right, down we go. Got a little off course. Start coming down and we're still going down. This is going to work the same, but it turns out we're going to be taking a shortcut through a tributary drainage into the drainage I meant to start coming down. I didn't check the map before way down off that ridge, and yeah, I would have gone a little bit longer distance staying up high up there along the ridge and come out on top of another bowl or another basin up there that we would have then descended down. But we're going to join up with that same drainage meant to come out on top of just down here. So for the moment, I'm actually getting to see something new, a little drainage I haven't been in before, and it's beautiful all the same. Here's a look at the spot I camped last time I came through here, up in that little saddle pass there, and had amazing views up there. But for the sake of time and energy, we're going to bypass it, not worry about going up there to revisit it. Just going to keep on heading down. Just stopping for another view down off the side of the canyon here. Nice pour off there, full of water at the bottom. Got ourselves a little bit of a trail we're following. Limbo, 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 easy, easy limbo. Alright, so that means we just exited the park boundary. I'm going to be out of it for a good half mile to a mile or so as we wind our way down the wash here and join up with Pleasant Creek before we follow Pleasant Creek back into the park. Pleasant Creek! Alright, we're about to enter back through the boundary of Capitol Reef here. You got a debris guard there. Or probably a cow guard actually, keeping the cows out of the canyon here, except when they migrate through every spring and fall. But otherwise, gates all locked up there. Well, I don't see a lock, but looks like a pain to get free, so this is the way around it. And just like that, we are back in the park.
Booyah.
Just arrived up at these caves here, once occupied by the Fremont Indians. This should be a familiar sight for those who've been following my channel the last couple years. It's my third visit up here. Alright, so for those who haven't seen my previous videos up here, here's a look back in that small little cave up in there, just a long crawl space. It's a little bit of petroglyph there, a couple of them. You got Matadi and Mono, where they could have ground some maize into some cornmeal. Some grooves in the rock for sharpening stones and tools. At least one ancient cob of maize here, or old corn. There's some familiar glyphs here, some bighorn sheep, but we're just discussing how sad, even back in the day when it's more forgivable for people who wrote their names on these walls, for them to write right over the top of these glyphs. That's still not cool for them to do it back then. That's less forgivable in that instance. But got Hill Point, not sure what that means. I think that's what it says. Someone's inscribed a hill there, so always mixed feelings looking at these walls where you got different cultures, different eras, different historical time periods meeting up with each other.
Well, it's just one person here.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Pretty cool? Devin has just got the eye for this wall art. Found another panel here that I have missed out on the last couple times through. Petroglyph time, more petroglyph panels on the way out here. This is one I discovered my first time through here, and what makes this one unique is this body of presumably a bighorn sheep, but for a head it looks like a rising sun or a setting sun. So I'm not sure what that can symbolize. Another parade of sheep up there. I think these are some cowboy glyphs. These are familiar. Been here, seen these a few times. And just another busy panel here. Always nice to revisit it. Well, with that, we've arrived at the mouth of Pleasant Creek here, at least the mouth of this part of the canyon, the lower canyon, and about ready to gain the hill to the field station here and check in with them. Got a message out to my father-in-law. He communicated back, so he is on his way down from Torrey now to pick us up, and we're just gonna meet him where we can meet him on the road here. And as you can see, it's raining. Not too hard yet, but it's raining nonetheless. Looks like it might lighten up again up here in a few minutes. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, so wrap up the video here. Final thoughts. Just to echo what I said last night. Epic. Epic, epic, epic. And almost emotional, actually. There's points you have to hold back the tears because it's just so beautiful. It, you know, if I think about it, I really could let myself start tearing up at just the accomplishment of it, and just what an experience. What a ride that was. What a ride. So, just closing thoughts in a minute.
So that place, absolutely amazing. And if I had to define my favorite parts, each camp was absolutely incredible. I mean, the hiking is one thing, but where we were able to make camp each night, I don't know that you can top the places that we spent sleeping. So yeah, thanks for letting me join you, Will.
Thanks for providing me the company. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be when I'm done editing it, but hope it was worth the time and hope you enjoyed it. Woo! Till next time.